So, true story. If you go on our website today at tre'dish.com, on the homepage, I think you would scroll down and you'd see the whole concept of our virtual food court, where you'd have the pin drops of all the home chefs in your area, and then it has a scrolling bar that says Peter is craving jerk chicken. That is a little Easter egg and a running joke of Tre'dish, of everyone in Tre'dish, because that's really how the concept of Tre'dish was born. It's all about jerk chicken, and let me explain. So, back in the early 2000s, Jay Wilgar, who's one of the co-founders, my business partner, him and I worked in the same office when we were starting our entrepreneurial ventures at the time, and we both used to go to this place called Mr. Jerk, and it was a place, little hole-in-the-wall place in Peanut Plaza, and anyone who knows Mr. Jerk just knows, because it serves this, it's like a tiny little place, hole-in-the-wall, that serves this amazing authentic jerk chicken, jerk pork, tons of oxtail gravy, like very authentic hot sauce. It's awesome. We used to go there probably 3 times a week because we loved it so much. And when we left that area and we bought homes and kind of moved in the West End in Burlington, Mississauga area, we would still go there like probably once every other week because we loved it so much. And I remember the running joke between Jay and I is that we would basically buy this jerk chicken or jerk pork lunch, and we would eat it in the car while we're driving because we would dummy it because we loved it so much. And that was the big thing, is like we'd each buy it, take a picture of it, and text it to each other to make each other jealous. And I remember the one day Jay calls me up right away after I showed him this picture with this jerk pork lunch, and he says, "I can't believe you're sending me this. I was craving it so badly." So he ended up hopping in his car right away and driving like an hour and a half to pick up jerk pork from Mr. Jerk. Anyways, the whole thinking that made me start to think about, like, there has to be a different way where there is a home chef in your local neighborhood that can cook the food that you're craving. I happen to live in Mississauga, which is a pretty multicultural area, and I guarantee you there's this amazing Jamaican family, mom, dad, grandmother, grandfather, whatever, that cooks this amazing jerk pork recipe. So that was the whole thinking, is like, if you can actually build this community virtual food court of all this amazing food that you're craving, all local chefs and local home chefs in your neighborhood, that's the whole concept of what the technology platform was conceptualized to be. And that really is how the Tre'dish platform was built, and what we're thinking in terms of what this virtual food court would look like. And honestly, I think that's kind of everyone's story to a certain extent. Whether you are an entrepreneur, like, you have this amazing kind of rooted story of how the company started, and we're just trying to solve a problem. You know, we want to solve the problem. How do you get the food you crave instantaneously as opposed to driving an hour and a half away? So that's the whole concept of how Tre'dish started. And yeah, I hope you learn a little bit from it, because every great entrepreneurial kind of venture and story usually starts with something.